My Jujutsu image. Oh, hello there. Caught me again. No Naruto today, actually. No. Today, my friends, I have to say to you, welcome once again, because today we are discussing the fantastic series Berserk once again. But specifically, we're going to be taking a brief look at the importance of guts as a main protagonist and a modern Byronic hero. So, let us begin.
Many eons ago, the wizard Merlin was imprisoned by a dark, powerful spell. Now, he has returned to fight the evil that has infected the entertainment industry and teach new disciples the way of good storytelling. He will take his battle to YouTube. The Fantasy Chronicles have begun.
Guts. One of the most significant dark heroes of Japanese animation and comics is Guts from Berserk. Many fans seem drawn to this grim mercenary beast of a man bent on vengeance upon the man who betrayed him. This man who proclaimed to be his friend and mentor, but was then in fact a monster who made a deal with the devil. Griffith. Some time ago, I made a brief video discussing the relationship between these two men and why it is their dynamic which is a key aspect to the intrigue of the narrative. This time, though, we shall be focusing on Guts himself, as an individual, and what draws to his popularity. For starters, generally people are generally drawn to darker heroes. Batman is a prime example. Guts shares similarities to common tropes as the Dark Knight, but even worse in some ways. He can be seen as a classical variation of the romantic hero, the Byronic hero, basically a man of loneliness and mystery. Let's lay the backstory out for clarification. Guts was born into this world surrounded by death and misery. He was taken in by a mercenary and raised as a warrior for hire. This environment alone is a concrete example of the Berserk world. He was raised by Gambino, a man who added to this hostile environment with several forms of abuse. Guts only really knew greed, hatred, violence, and death. He only looked out for himself since he had no real positive reason to develop relationships with others. The concepts of compassion and friendship were a foreign concept. His idea of family was warped at best. He lived to fight for himself because that was all he had really known. Then came along Griffith with his mercenary band of the Hawk. Griffith not only bested Guts in combat, but indoctrinated him into his cause. Despite his air of nobility, Griffith is also a man of humble means and has attracted many peasants, criminals, and lost souls to his mission. Many of those people are much like Guts, from difficult paths who have lost their way. Griffith offers them a chance to give their lives more meaning. Guts' admiration for Griffith, much like the others, is from the fact that Guts felt a sense of destiny, but took action to go above his station and pursue his dream to achieve something great. When Guts joins the group, he actually gains friends and family. Imagine having a perspective on life that you cannot trust anyone, that no one will ever care for you, that there is nothing worth achieving beyond your own survival. Then you meet someone who completely changes your life view for the better, and then confirms your worst doubts about humanity. Griffith's betrayal of Guts is important for this reason. However, what defines Guts and his popularity is not only his brooding nature, though of course this is a factor, but his resilience and gritty determination. He sees his friends brutally murdered and violated in truly devilish fashion. Yet instead of caving into those traumatic events, Guts decides to use this act to fuel his desire to not only avenge this betrayal, but to make the world a better place. In a way, Griffith still had a positive influence even after his betrayal. Guts and many heroes like him are indicative of what we often want and need in our own lives. This is the inner strength to carry on despite massive adversity and challenges. We all have our bad days, but for a hero such as Guts to endure in this particular world, to turn his pain into strength, it gives the viewers some inspiration for their own lives. The world of Berserk is a dark allegory of our own world, particularly during medieval times. For a series as depressing as it often can be, it's Guts' ability to endure that keeps us coming back for more. And those are my thoughts on Guts. Please let me know what you think about this wonderful character, his strengths, his weaknesses, and why he truly is so important. Alright then, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay magical.